When it comes to knowledge on this planet called Earth, there's two types. The Smarties
We should barely hit the ramp in 6.
and the Dummy. I myself is a dummy. When I moved into this apartment I'm living in now, there was this peephole. When I tried to peek through it, it was black. I just assumed it didn't work. 30 months later, when trying to peek through the peek hole, I saw this little fluffy thing. I got a nail clipper and took it out, and then one of the most shocking moments of my life happened. There was a blue thing inside the peephole. I know, it's crazy, ain't it? Would have probably blown up the world. Today's video, we're gonna be talking about smart and dumb people.
Alcohol? What is drug?
With the dumb section, we have Sheldon. If you watch the entire show of young Sheldon, you'll know he's less of a genius and more of a tiny little Hitler. To begin with, he's an idiot. Like the time when he thought he could fix a fridge, only to break it, making his parents have to pay for a mechanic to fix it, taking a bus to see Dr. Sturgis because his grandma nor his parents would let him, thinking that people were laughing at him because of his lunch party failing. Nobody cared! The kid got dents on his head, along with having a frustrating personality, saying these fun facts, being scared of animals, having a potty schedule, bringing in a stranger to see an episode of Star Trek. Like, why hasn't anyone given this kid a Mr. Peabody? His ass definitely got kicked out of Caltech. I haven't seen The Big Bang Theory that much to know how annoying Sheldon is, but coming off from a few scenes,
Fine. George. No, I don't like it. Georgie?
he hasn't changed at all. Now in the smart section, we have cheaters. Many of y'all gonna say it's dumb, but hear me out. Cheating can get you really far and achieve many of your goals. It might bring you many regret and guilt, but if you're someone, or should I say some car, like Chick Hicks, you ain't gonna have that problem. Bro, I swear, Chick Hicks is a genius. Fuck the king and fuck the queen. The prince is the best racer of them all. Shoving the cars out the track was such a big brain move, like, yo, he must have gotten his brain from Professor Wallman. See, Chick Hicks causing a crash was sort of a logical thing to do because it would have gotten Lightning McQueen out the race if he didn't have Ultra Instinct. And dare I say, entertainment? Like, who wants to watch a race where cars go around in circles for hours? There's so much more interesting than a car taking a pit stop. I mean, without him cheating, we wouldn't have gotten this historic moment. Come to think of it, Chick Hicks brought some historic moments in the movie, like the backwards driving and Vito's pit stop and the King's crash. I'll admit it was beyond far and really stupid of him to do that. He's gonna catch a case of elderly abuse. But hey, at least he won a piston cup. Whether it's a competition, a test, a sports game, or anything in life, cheating is a strategic way of winning in life. Setting goals of lying and scamming. Scamming people ain't that bad. Those people are idiots. It's not your fault they're like that. And lying is a good cause in emergencies. You're not trying to hurt them with the truth, that's all. Those things only become dumb if you're bad at it, or you do it right in the open, or you do it in video games,
That's pretty bad. I think that's pretty bad.
or you get caught. As long as if you don't do those things, you're good. You're Rick Rosner. Unlike those people in Beast Games. I watched 3 episodes of Beast Games, and spoiler alert, it's self-eliminations and money deals. With that being said, nearly everybody in Beast Games has a negative IQ. If I was one of the 4 contestants trying to not push the button for $1 million, bitch, I'ma push it. I do not care if I be with all y'all. I'm never gonna see y'all ever again. And that one dude that got his role eliminated for $20,000, like, ¿qué es la señor, mi hombre? That's quesadillas money. That's plantanos money. That's fucking nachos without the guac money. You didn't go for the beans and rice, thank God, but you missed out on the empanadas, the tamales, the enchiladas, the gorditas, the sopes. You missed out on hella money. And may I present to you, ladies and gentlemen, one of the dumbest people of our generation. I don't know the girl's name. It's one thing to go for the money before the timer started, but it's another thing to go for $50,000 over $1 million. I don't know what happened to her after that moment, but she either pulled a Kermit or is gonna end up like that crack lady in Breaking Bad. There were smart people there in the show, of course. I don't know who those people were, but they're probably not as smart as Metro Man. Metro Man is a pretty clever guy. Not as much as Megamind or the Fish, but more than the Flynn brothers. After reflecting on his life of being a superhero and not having a choice to retire, he realized he does have that choice. But instead of disappearing or retiring of no one noticing, he faked his own death, which was the best move he could have made. Because instead of people wondering and questioning where Metro Man went, people are gonna be more like, what happened to Metro Man? Oh yeah, he died. He must have 10 diplomas from the best colleges, because ain't no way no one like him could think of that. You know, because people in superhero movies are really idiotic, which we're now gonna talk about. People in superhero movies that aren't a superhero nor a villain are the stupidest people ever. When a battle's going down, there'll be people behind the fence watching it. Some of them being kids. The fuck are you doing there, yo? This ain't a movie theater. You ain't on the couch. You ain't watching this in 3D. This is real life. You're risking your life to watch your friendly neighborhood Spider-Man be nearly murdered. And for what? To take a photo and go to the Daily Bugle the next day, going up to J. Jonah Jameson like, hey pal, I got a photo of Spider-Man getting killed. You want it? You got some people telling the superheroes to leave and let the cops do their jobs. That motherfucker's useless. They acting like the police gonna do something when Ultron was bringing up a city to the sky. The best they could do is show off their badge and hit Ultron with a stick. And the military, they might as well be a toy pack for the villains. Cause that's all they are to them. I don't know what the government, the politicians, or the court is thinking, but they need to stop playing duck the goose and get their minds working. Especially if they approve Drake's lawsuit. For those that don't know, 2024 was the worst year of Drake's life. He had a lot of accusations against him and has gotten many diss tracks on him. One of the songs, calling him a pedo bear, that being Not Like Us, got madly popular. So popular that Drake decided to put a lawsuit on it because it claims that streaming services, mainly Spotify, were bot streaming the song.
You said what? You said what?
He then canceled the lawsuit and put another lawsuit against the song for calling him a pedo bear. I get it, homie. You don't want the Super Bowl calling you a pedo bear. Although I'm pretty sure they're not gonna let him play the song. He then made a third lawsuit against YouTubers and streamers that reacted to Not Like Us. Why would you do that? Why would you put a lawsuit against some streamers that you collaborated with not too long ago? You told one of them to stay on stream for a song you're about to drop. If you're gonna sue content creators for reacting to Kendrick's music, Kendrick might as well do the same thing. I mean, you did call him a wife beater. Why ain't he doing? Oh yeah, right. There's not that much for me to say here. Like, regardless if you drop a great album with Party Next Door, the amount of embarrassment and stupidity you put on yourself could never be forgotten. Frank Ocean, on the other hand, man made $20 million from releasing Blonde, the day after releasing Endless, which was the same day his contract was fulfilled with Def Jam, getting 70% of the album's credit instead of 17%, as well as getting a load of cash from Apple Music for the album being an exclusive. Man took some notes from Fast 5. Man's rich. He doesn't need to release another album. Probably set up a business that we don't know about that grew bigger and bigger as time went on. Man's smart. Shamik Morrising, it's been talked about a lot recently on the internet, so I'm gonna make it short. Shamik wants Haley. Haley got married. Shamik sad. Shamik now wants Laura, but Laura is already married. Shamik, I'm gonna stop, this is hurting my voice. Shamik posted a photo of them together. She got very mad at it. We all know why he's a dumbass for doing it. But you know what would have made him very smart? Is if he did what his uncle taught him. The shoulder touch. The shoulder touch is what Uncle Aaron depicts as the scientific way of getting girls. And he's not wrong. When Miles did it to Kingpin, he got his body electrifying, got them swinging together. If he did that with his father, he would have felt the same way. More than what he made him feel after the fight.
Wait.
And before you say it, yes, it didn't work on Gwen, but they're both from different universes, you know, different DNA, so it wouldn't have worked. If Shamik did the shoulder touch to Haley back in 2018, them two probably would have had 3 kids today in 2025. I don't know what I'm talking about. Let's get to the end of the video. There's a lot of smart and dumb people in the world, but I don't know. If you're smart, good for you. If you're dumb, sucks. Thanks for watching. I hope you enjoy. Have a great day tomorrow, and bye. Oh, and I love you.